spices
Yep.
onto chicken with some salt under the grill.
Right.
We're also going to do the intermediate side by side at the same time so we can compare.
Okay.
We're going to use the same spices, the same chicken, the same amount of salt, but we're going to add a bit of yogurt, a bit of lemon, and a bit of chickpea flour.
Oh!
As we did in Sidekick, as we've tested on the channel before.
Yes.
And we'll talk about why.
Great. Let's do it.
A little one.
Let's shut that down because that's not legal. Well, yeah, it is. It's fine. 15 seconds, right? Or less? That was less. So, let me see what we're doing. With me Wednesday, with me Wednesday. Why isn't chat available on there anymore? No? I don't know how to. Oh. Okay. Live chat. Oh my, what have I done? What have I done? I want chat to be a bigger window, not a smaller window. Oh my, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Now I need somebody to type in a chat so I can see if I did it right. We also need to move our camera. Let's put that over there. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's just do that. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's somebody in my chat. Hello, Diane Olson. I don't know who you are, but could you do me a favor and type something? Oh, you did. Gosh darn me. Oh, too funny. That's what you did. You typed something in the chat. Oh my gosh. Can you tell? I don't know what I'm doing. I think I put my camera too close. Let's back up a bit. Hi there and welcome and thank you and all the stuff. First timer. Kind of me too. I mean, not entirely, but I don't do this often enough to be good at it. I'm going to be doing some art here pretty quick, but as you can see, my desk is Pigpen. So first I'm just going to do some hanging around and chatting about art and desk arranging. And then I'm going to bind some journals because I have discovered a thing. Diane, I have discovered that if you want to sell things online and have a shop, it doesn't do as well if there's nothing in your shop. So I'm just thinking, I need to put things in a shop. I wonder if I should tell anybody that I've gone live or not. Maybe later. Maybe just now I'll just get ready to bind these books. So, tell me about yourself. Who are you? What brought you here? Or how did you see me? Are you also an artist? I don't even know what else. I don't even know what else. Tell me some stuff. Get rid of the blue. Oh! Alright, well, you know what? However you create, right? So what do you make for yourself? Wow. Wrinkly mess. What a mess. This is for a whole different show. I will do that tomorrow. This is for that. I don't need paints today. I saw an artist once say that she discovered that when she would close up her studio at night and leave a clean desk for in the morning, she was so much happier. And I wonder if that's true, because I don't seem to be able to do that. But every time I come in here and my desk is like this from the day before, I think, yeah, I think I should learn how to clean my desk before I leave the studio. Come in fresh each day. But no, I do not do that. Also, junk journals, right? Like the one I just set aside is one that I am currently working on. This one is called 100% junk. Because I'm showing how to make a journal if you're only using, you know, paper, leftover papers and packing material and your leftover coffee. This one smells like a coffee pot. Good grief, man. But I make other journals that are very different from that. Today, I am going to be putting together these and some more in the pile right to the side of me, but because the holiday season's coming up, because I have a shop that is completely empty, and actually I used to be on Etsy, right? But now I've created a brand new shop on Go Imagine. I don't know if you've heard of that, but Go Imagine looks kind of cool, so I'm going to try it. And there's nothing in it. And so I'm thinking I'm just going to start with some little things. And these little notebooks are going to be the first little thing that I think I can get done fairly quickly. And, you know, start having an inventory. I'm also not a floofy kind of girl, right? So I totally get that. I do like color, absolutely, but I don't like bright color. I'm more of a jewel tone kind of person. Bright colors hurt my eyes. I actually have a whole box. Well, hello there. Hello from Germany. Or hello to Germany from Minnesota. I actually don't like bright colors, so I have a box right over there on a shelf, or that way in my studio, that has a whole kit of stuff because some friends of mine challenged me to do a bright colors journal. I think it's been sitting on my shelf for a year. I did accept the challenge, but I don't know. I haven't done it. Okay, so anyway, I have a series on my YouTube channel called Friday Freebie Feature, and I have missed the last 2 Fridays. But here's a freebie, right? It's a Celtic freebie. It's super cool, and I'm going to be doing a video that'll come out this Friday. But I'm going to use it for these journals that I'm going to sew together today. So here's the sample one that I'm working on. And these will go in my shop whenever I get them done. But they're not even sewn together yet. So I probably have to get busy. Yikes. My Friday freebie feature is where I highlight other artists' freebies and hopefully get some traffic to their channels, right? So I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't remember what I was saying. But there's all kinds of freebies out there, right? And if you are wanting to get into art, but you don't know about it, and you don't really know about making journals and what's available, maybe freebies are the way to start. That's what I always think. Okay, what do we got? Oh, hello, Teresa. Person from Germany. What is your name? Or what should I call you? Get? I don't know what the first word is. The only thing, my daughter, speaks German. And the only thing she was ever able to get stuck in my head when she was trying to teach me German as well was, Ich bin ein Kartoffelkopf. Which, if you other ladies don't speak German, means I am a potato head. I totally own that. And the fact that it is the only thing I learned is telling. I am indeed a potato head. I don't even know what that means, but I am one. Is not your business? Oh, okay. Not my business. Oh, okay. Peter. Okay. Perfectly fine, and thank you. I appreciate it. All right. What do we got going here? So, I'm just finding the center so I know where to start poking holes and sewing and all that jazz. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the decorating today, because that's all for the Friday freebie feature show, right? So all I'm going to want to do is get these sewn together so I have journals to show off those projects. Blarg. Let's get out the Crop-A-Dile. I am very new to the Crop-A-Dile. I finally invested in the thing. And I should have learned from last night that I need to do the center line in a different color than black, because seeing a black line on black fake leather is not easy. Twin Cities. I did finally get that, Peter, that's your YouTube name. Not your business. That's kind of seriously funny. I like me some snark. None of your business. I mean, it's actually seriously funny since YouTube is such a public place to be, right? And then to say your name is nobody's business. That's funny. I like it. I like it. Okay. What if I try... Oh, are you? All right. I spend some time in Rochester, too, when I go to the Mayo Clinic, right? I spend some time there. Oh, let's see if I can... Yep, a silver might work better. silver makes more sense. Peter, are you a paper artist as well? I've seen you in my comments quite a bit, but I have not been able to go look to see if you have your own channel and what it is you're up to. So I should do that. I've been rather out of commission for a short while, unfortunately. That happens a lot to me. So everything in my studio and my channel and such moves in slow motion. Oh, I have a question for you folk. So here's the thing, is I have this fake leather that I'm making these mini notebooks out of, right? And I'm punching holes to sew the signatures in through. I thought about putting eyelets in there, but then I thought, when you fold the book then, every time you open and close the book, the edges on the front and back of the eyelet would pull, and eventually it would just pull right out of the eyelet, I think. So I'm not doing it. I don't know. Do you guys think I should put eyelets in? Or do you think I'm right that they'll just end up pulling out because they're on a fold? I don't know. I am going to check out your channel. I will come and see your art. Mr. Peter. Mrs. Lady Peter. I'm not sure which. I don't want to pigeonhole you. Yeah, world famous Mayo Clinic. I spent a lot of time there a few years back, but not as much right now. Okay, so we need some thread. And this is a red book, so we're going to do red. And I want long enough to be a bookmark when all is said and done. And I can't remember how I did this last night, but I think I'm gonna try. I don't know how many pages a crocodile can go through, but we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try doing all of the pages at once and doing the smaller crocodile hole. Ooh. This is a little, all right, I gotta draw the line here too. I can't see. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I have another light I can utilize. There we go. Tell me if that created too much glare for seeing. Because I will turn it back off if that's the case. But there, now I can see the line. Aha! Oh, that's not very centered though. Way to go, lady. I don't know about that. That was a less than skillful paper punching excursion. Let's try this one. I'm worried about these holes being too big now because will they tear? But the only way to find out is to try it, right? The only way to learn stuff is to do stuff and learn stuff. Imagine that. Yeah. Yep. So when Diane first popped on, she was helping me out, and we talked for a second or two And there was some, she likes, what did you say you like? Color and something else. Let me take a look backward, because I'm going to, let's see what, simple and colorful. Simplicity and color, I think is what you said. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I missed a comment back there, and it was a good one. Gel prints. Oh, I'm learning gel printing. Oh, you like bright colors a lot. Okay, so we did have that discussion a lot. Teresa, we talked a little bit about colors, and I was saying how I am really bad at bright colors. I'm more of a dark tone and jewel tone kind of girl. What about you, Teresa? And what about you? Oh, no, I know. Oh, Diane, that's it. What about you? I know you said you like color, but not specifically what. Do you guys have a favorite color? And I'm not just asking to be silly, right? I'm asking because I'm a little curious about something us artists do. Do you guys know Darcy or Darcy, right? I know Teresa does, but Darcy Sanders at Mixed Media with Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, right? She considers blue a neutral color. And she uses it like a neutral color. I laughed when I heard that from her because I consider green a neutral color. So I'm wondering from you folk, do you have a color that you're like, I use this as if it were neutral because it just fits in everything I do? For me, it's green because almost everything I ever want to do is about nature. And so, I mean, everything is green, or could be. All right, see, there's what I'm doing. I'm leaving this extra long so that I can put a dangle on the bottom and create a bookmark out of the cord. And that is nice and glued in. I'm worried about these pages tearing, so I might do a design idea, right? I might do like some sort of element that can be folded that would decorate the page and add a support there. And I could actually do it at the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I think that would give enough support. I think that would give enough to support to that thingy. Teal is your favorite color. Oh my gosh, it is a good one. I also heart Darcy. Darcy's amazing. Oh, green, red, yellow, and deep sea blue. Deep sea blue is a lovely dramatic color. I only kind of like red. And I have a really hard time with yellow. I push myself, right? I try to get out of those. I try to get out.
Someone's at the side door.
Ooh, someone's at my side door. I don't have to answer it. I bet it's a delivery. I have to order flea medicine because I ran out of my cat's flea medicine. And it's time for them to have it. Not exciting. I think I'm going to do this. That made that really quick and easy. So obviously this is going to have to be trimmed down. I'm going to worry about the trimming later, but let's get some other books sewn together. And then maybe we actually can move on to fun decorating. That would be awesome. Utility first. Let's see what we got for this one. So these first 4, 5, I don't know how to count apparently. This first batch are all these Celtic ones from this freebie that I got from a guy called Joey Cardmaker, or Joey the Cardmaker, or something like that. But he's going to be this Friday freebie feature. Because he's got some good art out there. And offers some good freebies. Darcy, I have attached myself to Darcy. I don't know what she thinks of that, but ever since I met her, I'm like, oh, you're my favorite. Her style is how my brain feels. You know what? I don't know if you know what I mean, but her style is always chaos, right? And when the chaos is over, she just ends up with the most fabulous stuff. So I like her art. I like learning from her. I like her style. She's entertaining to watch. And, you know, there's a message of let your brain be what it wants to be in there for me. It's all okay if you let your brain be what it wants to be. I did the bottom hole in the wrong spot, and now it's bigger than I want it to be. Pay attention to your work, lady. Eclectic. It is eclectic for sure. For sure. She has a very large variety of tastes and styles, and yeah. I like how she incorporates the cute factor quite a bit. It's a lot of fun. I'm interested to see what happens with her current journal because it is my favorite color, green, which I don't know if that's an actually accurate statement, but I'm going with it right now. And it's Greek for a friend of hers, or a friend of a relative or something. I can't remember exactly. A distant cousin? But quite intriguing and fun to watch. Her gel printing for it was a little bit hilarious because she tried to get a matching gel color to the book cover and was having a tough time. She finally figured it out, which was actually kind of fascinating. I never would have guessed the combination she needed to get that gold green, not exactly mustard color. She ended up having to use lime green and scarlet. Very strange, but worked in the end. It took quite a while to get there. Oh, I think I did that one all lopsided. Look at that. That is not where it should be at all. I like don't think, just do. I do that a lot. I do have something of a plan, right? Because I have a lot of different styles of art and color that I want to try. But that's as far as the planning really goes. After that, it's all really just start and see what happens. Okay, I think we need green for this one because all the stuff in it's green, but I don't know if I have a green. Well, I don't know if I have a green I like. I don't know if I want, see, bright colors. I'm telling you, hard for me. I suppose I should do it just because it's difficult for me. I could totally cop out though. Look, I could go teal because there's teal in here too. Oh my gosh. Let me just spread this out a little bit. These are some of the pieces that are going to go in this journal. The bright green, I mean, it doesn't go as well as the teal green does. Let me me see what you guys have to say. Oh. Oh my gosh, Teresa, I'm so with you. I keep spending money I don't have. Holy buckets. It's just ridiculous. Oh. Really, Teresa, I don't know about that. Teal is your vote. It's mine too. I think I'm going to go with it. It does match better, but I don't know if that's just my opinion because I love teal and dark colors. Anyway, Teresa, I get you. You have to create balance, and if you need to separate, do so, right? But don't give up your art. Remember to keep whatever gives you joy in your life. That should be the balance. Your art versus everything else. Okay, that is my opinion. I'm just saying. I might be a little biased. I might have a little bit of a leaning toward the art department. So, gosh darn it, what was I going to say? Yeah, the teal is nice. Let's see what we got going on. Darcy is how you got hooked up with PM Artist Studio. Yeah, me too. I had never really heard of them. No, wait, that's not true. Oh, no, that's not true. My friend Ginger told me about PM Artist Studio, and PM Artist Studio is where I first met Darcy. Nope, that's not right either. You know where I first saw Darcy? Defemorember. 2023 Defemorember. I don't know why I'm thinking it's so important to discover where I first met Darcy, but that's where. Just ridiculous. Okay. All right, let's get this nice and even. Even Steven. And I need a little bit more length on the short end, or I'm not going to be able to tie this. Sit. I suppose if I was making good notebooks, I'd do a 3-hole punch, wouldn't I? I just dread trying to get a hole punched in the middle of this. So we're going with this. All right. Oh, do you do Defemorember every year? I do. I mean, the first year I didn't participate very much, but I'm like, okay, let me give this challenge a try. So I think I tried like 1 or 2 things. The second year, I tried it a little more officially. Last year was the 3rd year. I didn't think I was going to go with the Effie thing. I thought, okay, that's cutesy and he's adorable, but I don't want cutesy. And then I'm like, oh, but look how cute he'd be here. And then it ended up being like the whole story. The whole story was Effie. And I created a whole life story for Effie in my Defemorember journal. It was hilarious. So I ended up being on board with something I didn't know I was going to be on board with. But isn't that what Defemorember is all about? Try stuff, push your limits. I love that it's in December because that helps me reboot my art brain for the next year, you know? All right. Next, what do we got? We have orange. Oh my gosh, another challenge color for me. A serious challenge color for me. Orange. Orange and yellow. Ooh. I kind of like that just punch all the holes at once. This one looks a little, I might have trimmed the cover a little weird though. It's a little wonky. We got the paper sticking out the top. I think I'm going to have to trim that first or things are going to end up. All right, let's get some tools out and get this taken care of because this is going to drive me bonkers. We're going to trim a tiny, tiny sliver off the top of this. Oh. You like the cover of this one? Wait, this one? Oh yeah, the black and gold, or actually kind of, you know, copper bronzy. Me too. I think it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite of this set of leather. Have you only seen the scroll one? Yeah, you've only seen the scroll one. Wait till you see what's next. I'll have to see what you guys think of it. Get out. There we go. Here's what's coming up next. As soon as I'm done with this one, actually, is a whole series of these. Different color combinations, but dragonflies and butterflies and flowers. Yep. Kind of cool. Okay, let's see if that's better. Much better. All right, that worked. All right, let's get some holes punched in this puppy. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. These things slide around in my hands so much. All right, let's see. Nope. Definitely got to get a line drawn. This one isn't creasing like I need it to. I can't see what's going on. Oh, now I just made it all lopsided because I put too much pressure. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Remember to use the small side. Here, you know what I can do? I can push this all the way up. Hopefully, that'll make me stop and question if I do it the wrong way. That's just smart right there. I'm going to have little tiny black dots all over my studio now. Oh, and I guess I'll have a billion little cream colored ones too, won't I? This might be my favorite investment. I've been reluctant to spend the money on a crocodile. And I cannot tell you how much it saves my hands to do stuff like this. Not only is it just one for this whole stack of paper, right? But it's also still easy to do. So it's one instead of bunches, and it's easy to do instead of hard. So I'm not dislocating my thumb, which, you know, that's a good thing. I don't know if you're interested at all, but if you are interested in live shows like this and want to hang out when I'm actually doing artwork instead of just practicing and practice streaming and practice talking and arting at the same time like I am this afternoon, I'm going to be taking a break at some point today for dinner and a break and what have you. And then tonight I'm coming back to a show I used to do live on Facebook called Wine With Me Wednesday. And in celebration of my return to live streaming, hopefully on a regular basis, I have chosen a wine for tonight that is a sparkling wine from a Minnesota-based wine company. Alcoholic beverages are not required. But I do call it Wine With Me Wednesday, so, you know, this afternoon it's just With Me Wednesday. But tonight, the wine's coming back. Okay, so here's the thing, Diane, is that we all need a place to wine, right? So, I used to say no whining allowed. Minimal whining is allowed. Let's get it out of our system. What do we have to talk about tonight? What are our complaints for the day or the week or the whatever? If we have any whining to do, we get it out of the way, and then we get on with the wine or tea or water or beverage of choice. But yeah. Both wines are a thing. But yeah, both wines. Both. Because that's just the way to go. All the things. Oh my gosh, this one is really bad. I did this one really bad, ladies. Oh, it's gonna work anyway. It's gonna work anyways. Oh, one of my favorite things about this particular art outlet. There's almost no mistake that you can't overcome in junk journaling. So these are definitely going to be minimally decorated notebooks. These are not junk journals in any way, shape, or form. Well, I mean, they have little elements of what junk journals have, but I'm just saying that there's not much to these, but I want, like I said earlier, if I'm going to have a shop, I need to actually have things in the shop. So I need something that I can make quickly and get a few in. And some of the journals that I make, to be honest, if I put any kind of price on it that's fair to me, they cost a lot of money. Like, I couldn't pay a fair price for a lot of the journals I make. So I want things that are, I want people to be able to get things that are handmade and at a decent price point regardless. So that's the idea behind these little notebooks. Gosh darn it, this one won't stay. Stay! Do you guys have any ideas about how to hold knots tight until you actually get the second part done? It won't stay. Usually this waxed thread stays pretty good. This one seems to be a bit on the dry side. And now it's a bit on the loose side, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Not bad, though. I think I'll be able to tie or put in the supports that I talked about, and then I think it'll be fine. I believe in this one. It'll be fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Sit there. Stay. And the decorations go back in. Another one done. And this one's already done. And let's pull out the next set and see what we got. Invite a friend over or call your husband. Yep. Eyes. Yep. Wine also makes my face flush and gives me hot flashes. And it makes me tired. You're not wrong. I mean, wine does that, you know. But here's the thing. I had a gastric bypass surgery, and I have a condition called dumping syndrome. Together, that means I can only drink this much alcohol at a time. And by this, I mean a little sip. And then I instantly feel tipsy. Like almost in a blink. It's hilarious. And then I have to wait for it to go away till I can have another little tiny sip. So I'm finding wine is okay and works as long as I follow the rules that my body has inflicted upon me. Okay, here is the next set. This is a freebie from Seven Plaza. Look how pretty this stuff is. Holy buckets. Margaret at Seven Plaza drives me nuts. She makes the most beautiful journals and art pieces out of this stuff and her own stuff and other people's stuff. But her style is, I just can't get it right. I always try other people's styles to try to push my limits and learn new things, right? And the labels and the stamps, the postage stamps and a lot of other things she does, I just can't get it right. Right in my book. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So there's going to be two, it looks like. There's one of the copper ones and then I think a dragonfly one. Yeah, a dragonfly one. Is this from Seven Plaza? This is not. Is there only one from her? There might only be one from Margaret. Okay. This looks like a whole new set. And this is from a new artist that I don't remember the name of. I mean, new to me, right? So the rest of the dragonfly pile is from this freebie. Oh, and a couple more of the scroll ones. But it's this stuff. Oh, there it is. Nonstop Paper Crafts. So I'm going to do another orange one. And a red dragonfly one. And what have we here? Ooh, a purple and bronze dragonfly one. And another red dragonfly. I know there's more colors. Oh, and look how badly I cut that one. Uh-oh. Make it a feature, not a flaw. I'm gonna have to do some finagling, man, on that one. Purple and bronze, and I know there's another one in here. Where the heck is it? Oh, there we go. Blue. Blue and red. Alright, so that's what's on the table. I guess I'll do Margaret's first, since she's all by herself. And let's see what you guys are. Oh, Teresa left. I'm sorry. I missed it. Bye, Teresa. I love 500. Is it 500 the bidding game, the trick-taking game, or 500 rummy? Teresa, if you end up hearing this somehow, if he held the knot still, absolutely gets credit. Too funny. All right. So you know what I'm noticing is I have the covers and the art pieces for the Friday freebie feature that will go in there, but I don't have any papers for these. And a notebook is really not good without paper in it. I was just going to start trying to sew it together, and then I realized I don't have anything to sew. How ridiculous. Oh. Yeah! Oh my gosh, I am so excited to find a person who knows that game. Oh. So many people say rummy, or no, 500, and I think they mean 500, and they don't mean 500, they mean rummy, which, you know, has a 500 in it, but you know what I mean. All right, so I'm going to have to do some trimming paper. Now we're talking exciting must-see television. It looks like our German friend left. Peter, I'm sorry. I don't know if that person said goodbye, but I'm sorry if I missed it. It's hard to watch all the things. It's just a shortcoming. Sorry. If I come down for another Mayo Clinic stay, I am going to have to look you up because you don't get to play 500 very often. Once upon a time, I got pretty good at it, but that's not a game that's easy to remember necessarily. This is off-white. This is sort of a cream color. And this is all I have of it too. And that it kind of bugs me because for a lot of these I can use the gray paper or even white paper, but I do have another orange cover that really the cream color would go better with. Maybe that's all I need. One step at a time, lady. Don't overstress. Okay, I won't overstress. I don't remember where to measure these, so I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to mark. I mean, not with a ruler anyway. I didn't know. I didn't know I would ever find another junk journaler in Minnesota. I mean, I know they exist. I just didn't know that I would run into any. I am quite honored to meet you and to know that you're here in the same state, because we do live in the best state in the nation. I'm just telling you. And how did you find my channel? I think I've seen your name, but I don't remember how or why. Don't feel offended, please, because recall is not my thing, like ever. Never has been, never will be. Oh, goodness. All right, let's get some paper trimmed so we can make more notebooks. Oh, I could never winter in the South either. I have some relatives and friends that go to Arizona for the winter, and I mean, it's for health reasons and it's legit. According to my doctor, I should probably also go somewhere with less humidity, but because to be honest and to be fair to all people involved, it does make me awfully sick. I mean, I see the point, but I just love it here. And I love winter. It's so... Instead of going south for the winter, I would be better off going north for the summer. That would be my thing. I don't do that, but it would be nice. Although, how easy have our winters been getting? And this summer has been... Oh my goodness, this summer's just a hoot. Oh, Owatonna, yeah. Oh. Well, I'm glad to have you here, however you got here. I am a small channel, and I don't know if I'll ever build to anything bigger. I don't really... I put in whatever effort into my art and to other stuff I want on the channel as much as I'm able to. And whatever that allows for, it allows for. If you understand what I'm saying. It's all just... Whatever happens, happens, I guess, is what it amounts to, right? Oh, really? This winter is possibly a whopper, huh? Oh, a whopper in as far as what? Cold or snow or both? Because they're often... You don't get both very often. It's one or the other. My husband would hate to hear me say this, but I would just love a super snowy one. So would people with a plow business, I'm sure. Last year, I bet, just killed business. Probably literally killed some businesses. Come on, paper. There we go. First frost, first or second. Okay, that kind of makes sense though. Is that early for you? I guess it is pretty early, actually, now that I think about it, right? Because October is usually like pumpkins and you can go out in the fields and... Yeah, the frost wouldn't be till like the end of October, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure. Winter sports were probably all taxed seriously. And I think I'll just cut the papers first. Let's just do that. I can't imagine last winter for all those industries and all those fans of winter activities. Because there was nothing to it. Yeah, once I thought about it, you're right. That is a bit early. And we're supposed to have a lot of both, huh? I hope it is old-timey Minnesota, because I want our bragging rights back. Yes, we not only survive, but we thrive in 30 degrees below zero and 20 feet of snow. If you ask me, it's been a lot of years since we've been able to have bragging rights. I do have kids. They're all adults, though. I have a 40-year-old son, a 36-year-old son, and a 34-year-old daughter. Maybe. I didn't do the math on those last two, and I only know the first one because his birthday's coming up. Jeez. I don't know how old my kids are, but yeah, they are grown folk. Oh, I bet. Yeah, the lake effect is real. We used to get a lot more snow here when I was a kid. Which was a lot of years ago. Were you here in, oh my gosh, what year was that? The 1991 Halloween blizzard? Was it 91? I think it was. That's not the only big blizzard we've had in years, but that was the biggest in a long time. And that was crazy. And my husband, being the king of being able to deny things, if he chooses to, thought it would be a good idea to still take the kids out for Halloween. And yeah, that was fun. No, I don't have any grandkids. And you know what? I don't think I will. I don't think that's a thing in my future. Yeah, I don't think I will. What about you? Kids? Grandkids? Something? Puppies? Kitties? I have kitties. I have 16 murder mittens that live in my house. 4 cats with attitudes like you wouldn't believe. In fact, right here, this is a crystal dish that, I don't know how it got dirty, but that is a crystal dish that sometimes the boy kitties come and drink from, but one of my girl cats only cops up on my art desk and drinks from that crystal dish. She's such a little brat, and if she drinks it all, she will come crying through the whole house looking for me. So I will come and give her fresh water. It doesn't even have to be empty, to be honest. Just if she thinks it's not fresh enough, she will come and beg till I give her new water. And they have an electric water fountain upstairs, plus a water dish in the kitchen, plus a water dish down here in the downstairs. But no, she will come hunt me down for crystal water dish. Your grandma daycare. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. She is a cat diva. I'm sorry you lost a child. That's terrible. It is Wednesday, though, so if you care to whine about it for a little while right now, I could start Whine With Me Wednesday a little early, and you feel free. Tell me how the universe has completely ripped you off, and I will adamantly agree with you and get angry for you and all the things. I bet that you love having a granddaughter, though. A 2-year-old. 2-year-olds are so freaking fun. Gosh, I love 2-year-olds. I don't know about you, but that was my favorite age. I know a lot of people say terrible 2s, right? But here's the thing I always thought. 2-year-olds come with all the attitude, right? All the attitude. And the thing is that I understand why people say that might be taxing. They're still so little and slow that you can pick them up and put them in their crib if they get to be too much, right? Oh, must be nap time. They do, even the hard things, right? Gosh darn it, even the hard things happen when they're supposed to and for a reason. It's entirely true. I hear ya. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, 2-year-olds. So, I always thought 3 was much harder than 2. Because now, not only do they think they own the world and know everything, but they're much faster and much cleverer by the time 3 comes around. So keeping up with a 3-year-old, I always found more of a challenge than 2. Oh, that's way lopsided. No good, no good. Yeah, when she's told no, then all of a sudden she's the boss. My daughter was sweet as could be almost all the time. She was very dramatic from a very early age, and hilariously so. And it wasn't when she was told no exactly, but if she had to wait longer than she felt was reasonable for anything, that's when she just lost all her composure. It was rather hilarious, and she did not appreciate the fact that I found it hilarious either, as you can imagine. Okay, so this particular journal has the copper cover, the cream paper insides, and this pack for decorating and filling. So, what color thread is the question? Yeah, how about, well, actually the orange is kind of bronze, that might work, but I also have gold. Let's see what we got. I don't think you're distracting me too much. Does it seem like you might be? Honestly, I appreciate you being here because I need to learn how to converse and work and monitor the stream and all that jazz all at once. And it's not an easy task, man. I wonder if I should do teal, because my temptation is to use teal because it's in some of the leaves and flowers. But I kind of want to go gold. Let's see. Orange, bronze, brown. This really goes with the paper pack. So does gold, though. Yeah. I hear ya. But if I make a mistake, it is totally not because of you. Totally not. And I think... Oh! I just looked up and saw that. You vote gold. And I was just going to say, I think I'm going to go gold. Well, if two of us agree that gold is the go color, then it must be true. So gold it is for this one. And we haven't done gold yet, so good choice. Excellent choice. Yeah, I made a boo-boo on both of these holes, hole punching. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but I'm discovering that it doesn't really matter that much. Because I've made these holes way bigger than they need to be, and it'll be fine because I have a plan for strengthening them and because the fake leather is pretty hefty. I'm discovering that the larger size of the holes makes it so I can adjust enough the cover and the paper to make up for my my lousy hole punching skills. Oh my goodness. I mean, you wouldn't think that it was hard, but ow, 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 ow. Apparently it is. For me, apparently it is. Okay. That looks pretty good. No, stay tight. I don't have a husband at home, and I don't have a friend either. I mean, my son lives upstairs, so I could call him, but he'd get really, he would get really, disappointed in my behavior. He would humph at me, and I don't want to humph. If I called him downstairs for a knot, I don't think that would go over great. Okay, there we go. One gold. One gold one. Good job. What's next? I think I will find... Oh, it's right on top. Okay, excellent. I think I will do the orange one with the last cream set of paper. And then all the rest are going to have gray or white. So after I'm done with this one, I will assess if I have to go gray or white. No, I don't need no humping. No humping allowed on whining day. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna tell him that. If he humps at me for any reason today, I'm telling him that it's whining day, not humping day. You're not allowed. I think he would feel perfectly fine in switching to complaining then. Is complaining the same as whining? I don't think so. But I'm not sure what the difference is then. I wonder if I do this the other way, if I would get it more centered. I'm going to try. I'm going to try this, if it makes a difference. I don't see why it would, but boy, you never know. I think that might be more centered. Huh. You never know stuff till you try it. It's just the truth of things. Just try it. See what happens. Learn a thing. I learned that I do not understand the physics of hole punching, but punching the holes from the fat side might be more effective than punching the holes from the skinny side. I am quite curious now. Why did that work out so well? All right. Let's get this creased enough so I can see what I'm doing. And get a line in here. Shoot. There we go. Get out. Scraps. Clogging up the hole puncher. Okay, that works. I can't see. There we go. All right. Now I think this one is clearly the orange color. Because look at that, and look at that, and look at that. The orange one has to be the right one for this one. Am I right? I mean, gold would work too, but I think that's just too good. And I don't know what I did with the gold. How do you lose something when you're just sitting here? All right, kind of rolled away. Oh, I love the gold with this paper, but I don't love the gold with the cover, so I think I'm going to go orange. Oh, yep. 1, 2, 3. And chop. All right. Network was down. Oh, bummer, but welcome back. Were you on when I talked about Wine With Me Wednesday? Because I think you had disappeared before that, and I was so sad because I didn't get to say goodbye, and I thought I was rude. Turns out your internet was rude. But this afternoon is me just sitting here and practicing streaming and talking at the same time, and practicing art and streaming and talking at the same time, and making sure I know how to set stuff up properly, right? But tonight, I'm going to return to a show I did a long time ago on Facebook called Wine With Me Wednesday. So I don't know if you heard that, but if you're at all interested, I would invite you to come back because it's going to be a celebration night, and I got a sparkling wine for Wine With Me Wednesday, and I will be doing some actual art. I think I'm going to do a mixed media project. I'd like to do a book cover, I think, provided I can get everything set up right. But I think, oh my goodness. I think I'm going to do a mixed media project if I can get everything set up. But it will be the first official back to Wine With Me Wednesday. And I don't know if anybody will be there because I haven't advertised it because I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things, you know? Wine is not required in case you don't drink alcohol. And whining is only partly allowed. We get the whining out of the way early in case there's any whining people need to do. And then we don't do that anymore. Then we switch to just having fun with art. Okay, so that's those two. Let's move on to the dragonfly ones. I don't know how many there are, so I'm going to need to figure out how many packs of paper to make. 1, 2. Hey, no sliding away. 2, 3. 3. Stay. Sit. Stay. 4. Looks like 6 dragonflies. 5. Oh. 6. 7 dragonflies? Okay, that's a little weird because these should have been cut into even numbers, not odd numbers. I don't know what happened here. Maybe your router was starting Wine With Me Wednesday a little early. Yep, that must be it. Drunken router starting early with the party. Okay, I don't know what this set is for. I'm apparently missing a book cover somewhere. I'll just set it aside and we'll find out later, I guess. So I need 6 sets of paper for the dragonfly journals. While you were away, I went to, there we go. I went to sew the more journals together and realized I don't even have the pages for the notebook part cut or sorted or anything yet. So, okay. Oh, I know one thing I was going to think of, though. So I have this gray paper. The cream colored paper would go great with this dragonfly stuff, but I don't have it. So do I want to do this gray? Or should I be using white with the dragonfly stuff? I don't like white paper. When I'm the one writing, white just hurts my eyes. I think the gray goes fine. I would be happier with more cream colored paper, but all right. I'm gonna go with the gray. I'm also going to try to remember that one of these covers has a defect, and I'm going to have to watch out for it and just that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Eight, 9, 10. I wonder if I did 12 pages in the other ones. Because I thought they were 48 pages, not 40. Oh, good grief. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, since I want to standardize how many pages are in these little notebooks, I'll have to count. And if I need extra pages, I know a way I can sneak them in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's 6 sets of plain notebook paper to cut. And lots of scraps for the Scrappy Saturday, right? Lots of scraps. I like to take these scrap strips and make little tiny journals. Little itty bitty ones. It's so fun. Whoopsies. Good enough. I might need a new blade in this thing. It's getting kind of weary. Tis getting kind of weary. I don't know why I'm so reluctant to change blades, because it makes what should be easy work just more difficult. But I always feel wasteful if I change the blades too early. I mean, don't waste your 1.5 pennies, lady. Honestly, I don't even know if a blade costs a penny. I should figure that out, so every time I don't want to change a blade because I think it's wasteful, I can mock myself and say it's a half a penny. How much difficulty is a half a penny worth? All right. Set number 1. I should really be doing this assembly line style, right? Do all the marking first, then do all the cutting. That would make things an awful lot easier. Actually, what I should have done, wowzers, man, I'm gonna try something. I'm going to put 2 piles together. I'll have to recount them, but I'll have to see how this goes. I think, just have put the whole stack together and cut them to the right size and then counted them out. I suppose I can't really do that because I need a total count anyway. Otherwise, I'm just going to be cutting papers needlessly or cutting not enough and having to go backward. But let's see how many I can count at once, in any case. I mean, the risk with doing this is that they slide around too much, right? And I don't have a paper trimmer that can handle numbers like this, so this is all I can really do. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay. That was a bit ridiculous. Definitely time to change the blade. I'm going to do this one last cut, though, because I wouldn't want to waste my half a penny. Somehow getting one more cut out of it will make me feel better. Come on, right next to the line. Not quite on the line. Nope, you shifted. Tiny speck under the line, even at both ends. Okay, now I am going to change the blade and see how much easier it is to do 2 stacks at a time with a fresh blade. Now we're into science. This is very, very important to get the science. Oops, I was holding it shut. Silly girl. Actually, I don't know how much difference it will make because this last batch of blades I bought, you know, don't always go for bargains, but I didn't think blades could be bad, and they're just not that great. Okay, let's try 2 batches with a new blade and see what happens. This may or may not be better. Oops, no, not the ruler first, the pen first. Mark your lines, lady, or you won't know what the heck you're doing. All right, here we go. Hey, that looks pretty good. That was quick. Nope. It feels like it's through. Oh, there we go. I put too much pressure on it first. I was cutting through too many layers at once. I don't have to use as much pressure when the blade is sharp. That's the whole point, silly girl. Less wear and tear on your hands. More wear and tear on the disposable metal parts. Alright, let's take it a little easy this time. Yeah, these are not great blades. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't remember which company I got them from, but they're not fabulous. Anyway, there's 2 more piles done. I will have to recount them, but at least I learned a thing. That's good to know. Don't buy these blades again, and cutting at least 20 at a time is perfectly okay. I should have asked before I was on for so long because I don't even know if you ladies are here anymore, but if there's anybody still watching, could you hit the thumbs up button? Cuz I never remember to ask for the subscribes and the likes and the comments and stuff, and geez, that doesn't do me any favors. But if you could, that would be awesome. I was just thinking of dragonflies, and then I thought of 49 dragonflies, and then I was thinking about her video about how her YouTube channel is dying. And the way to get it reinvigorated is the same way everybody else's channels needs to be invigorated, is by interaction with your audience. Those thumbs ups and comments and all that really, really matter. So I've been trying to remember to do that every time I click on somebody's channel. Even if you only leave like a smiley face or a heart or a hello or a something in the comments, apparently that is enough to show that you care about that channel and you are engaged with that channel, and then that helps them. So I've been trying to do that. I'm not always successful. I did learn how to do it on the TV though. So if I watch YouTube channels on my television, I can now leave likes. It looks like you're supposed to be able to leave comments also if you put it on your television, but I can't figure out how to do that. So far, all I can do is the thumbs up. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the ruler. Let's get rid of these scraps. Look how many tiny journals I can make. Bunches and bunches and bunches of tiny journals. Oh, I'm going to have no shortage of little bits. Alright, now let's do some folding. This ought to kill my hands. Oh my goodness. Not looking forward to this. I have more subscribers than you do. How many subscribers do you have? What am I up to? Like 336 or something like that? 334? Right in the middle? 335? I don't know. Something like that. What are you at? How long have you been a channel? And are you trying to build your channel? Because if you are, when I hop over there, I will spread the news. Not that 335 gives me a giant audience to spread the news to, but I will do what I can. 50 since today. Okay. 50 is some people. So start with some people, right? Oh, the bottom one is also already counted. I'll do that one. I'm hoping to keep building the YouTube thing. I just love to spread the news of journals because I think everybody in the whole wide world should journal in some way, shape, or form. And it doesn't have to be sit down and writing like a diary, like every day, like the way I was told when I was a kid. I think that kind of idea and pressure keeps a lot of people from journaling who could understand its benefits if they gave it a try without the pressure. And then, I also like it because it's a recording of history, right? It's a piece of time. You don't think about how many? I only sometimes do. And the sometimes that I do is every once in a while, one of my videos, for some reason or another, and I don't understand what the reasons are, right? 1, 2, 3, hold on, let me count first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, you. 10. Okay, so I apparently can't count and say other things at the same time, which makes sense, I guess. But yeah, the only time I really think about how many subscribers there are is that there has been a couple of times when, for some reason or another, a video gets seen by a ton of people. A ton in my book. I mean, to big channels, it would be peanuts, but a ton to me, right? And then I'll get a whole bunch of new subscribers all at once, and it's fun. So I do like seeing that and trying to figure out if I did anything special or how that got out there or whatever, but I don't really figure it out, and I don't know what I did or didn't do different, but for whatever reason, those happen every once in a great while and are fun to see. But other than that, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on anything, you know? If it's pressure, it won't be fun. And if art isn't fun and fulfilling, then what's the point? Seriously. Okay. Ow! You make junk journals most of the time. So what is your other thing? And what do you then do with your journals? I think earlier Diane said she makes junk journals too, and she uses, or she doesn't sell them, she makes them for herself or for trade. Or probably for gifts too. I would hope for gifts too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm starting to sound like a Muppet. ATCs and postcards. Yep. They're fun, aren't they? They're like mini art pieces. Okay, so now I have more questions. Sometimes for me and sometimes... Oh, for friends. For sure. Yeah. Now I only have one question, I guess, because now I know what you do with them. But now the next question is, what is your style? Or what would you say your style is? And then what is your favorite style? I would say that my style of choice is fantasy nature. So I like fairy tales and, magical things and pretend worlds, and always in a forest or on a mountain or something like that. And I think that comes across in what I make. But I really love the vintage journals, and I really love steampunk, and I love the grunge, and I'm not good at them yet because they don't come natural to me, but I am going to keep trying, man. I'm going to keep trying. You know what? I'm going to get these 6 sewn together, and I'm going to decide that is break time. And then, when I'm done with that, I will go get something to eat, take a break, and I will come back with wine and do a mixed media book cover. Hopefully it'll be a journal cover. If it's lousy, well, then we'll just have fun making it and then decide what to do with it because it's lousy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hole punching 101. I hate how much the little thingies get stuck. I don't know what you call the little pieces that you're punching out, but they sure get stuck. Clogging up the works. I can't see what I'm doing. All right, one. I can't believe I'm going to get all 12 of these journals ready to go. This was a good idea to just sit down and chat and keep going. Just keep going, man. I can tell I'm getting tired because I keep saying the word man. Must be a sure sign that it is time for some food and a break and maybe a minute with a kitty or two. They will certainly let me know that it is almost their dinner time. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to try this. I can't see at all because the thing is clogged again, but it's all the way into the measure I gave it, and the point of the trimmer, no, the end of the hole punch looks like it's centered. So, yes. Yes. Okay, I don't need to see what I'm doing. Oh, how ridiculous. Oh, let's see what you got. What are you saying over there? Art letter. Oh, art journal and Happy Mail. I want to know more about that. I've never heard of that. Don't think, just do. Yep. Use only free stuff. Oh my gosh. I admire your strength. I buy so much stuff. I could make hundreds of journals, I bet. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but I could make a lot of journals and never have to buy another thing. But I fall for so many pretty things and I get so many good ideas. It's ridiculous. What else are you saying over there? Only free stuff. Waste, junk, gift exchanges. Yeah. Yep. I like that. Your style goes with the flow. Indeed. What are you inspired by? What does your brain give you when you look at the stuff and play with the stuff? I like it. Okay, make some videos about your art letters, and or if you already have some, I'm gonna go look. You know what? There is no reason in the world I can't do this right now. I'm gonna go to your channel right now. 'Cause I wanna. And I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna go find you. Let's see, how do I do this? I go to my dashboard and I find you in my subscribers. And I can go, oh my, oh my, oh my, I can't do it that way. That's a lot of, maybe I can. Well, what the heck? Oh, I see what's wrong. I had the wrong thingy on, and it didn't show you at all. Well, I don't know. You know what? Maybe you're not subscribed to my channel. Did I make an assumption and it's wrong? I mean, I saw you in my comments, so I think I made an assumption that's just not true. All right, there you go. I'm just going to copy and paste instead. And I will find you. That'll be smarter. There you are. That was a better way to go. Okay. I am subscribed to your channel. And now you have 53. Oh, Scottish Highland Games. I want a Scottish Highland cow. I didn't mean the translating people. Oh, look at the ice cream cone. Okay, I gotta stop looking at your channel right now and get back to my own thing. I was just gonna sit there and keep reading and looking at your videos. I will save that for tomorrow since I already have plans for my day. And I have to take a break pretty soon and then come back and do Wine With Me Wednesday. Stay on track, lady. I don't know. Staying on track is a challenge. Isn't it? It is for me. Whoa. All right. 2 more, and then we can get these ones put together, sewn together, and then I am off to the races, man. This has been a very pleasant way to get through the most boring part for me. I have a friend who says the making the journals, like this part, like binding the books and stuff, is her favorite part. And that the filling them with the stuff and the page design and all that kind of jazz is hard for her, and she doesn't care for it as much. And I wish I could just skip the bookbinding altogether and just make the pretty parts. Just make the art part. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to make journals if you don't actually make journals. Although I do have some ideas. That I'm going to be playing with that do not include bookbinding. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't be fighting. You're the last one. Behave. Okay. I think that's it. Right there. All right. Not bad right there. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it is the boring part. I don't know. This is definitely the boring part for me. I don't care for it, but I've got to sit here and chat with you and those ladies who were here earlier. And how cool is that? for a way to spend your time. Just chatting and dealing with the yuck you don't want to do. I don't want to do this. Now I'm kind of mixed up here. Oh, I know what I'll do. Okay. So, first thing I need to do is find the middles. You know what? Even this part I can do assembly line style. Because I can stack those to the side. They're all the same, so I can just zigzaggy them. Except this one has hearts on it. I'll have to remember that these are for the Dragonfly journals. Oh, look, there's the other cover. So I do need another set. I'm not going to worry about it now. I'll just have another journal over there that I can make at some point. Right now I'm super happy with the progress I'm making. I'm just going to accept it. And I'm going to need a different color marker because I'm back to the black insides. Let's do the silver paint again. I have not done the Happy Mail thing. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing that Darcy did, but Darcy, that you heard me talking about earlier, did a Who Wants Some Happy Mail, and she decorated the envelopes and sent everybody Happy Mail. There was no letter part involved. That's why I think it's different, but she just got to make a bunch of stuff and then send random stuff to anybody who said, yeah, I would love some Happy Mail. And what it made me think of is that I love getting stuff in the mail. I wish that I would get my act together and send out mail to people. Just sort of randomly, you know? It's so exciting to get a happy thing you weren't expecting. I mean, that is why people call it Happy Mail, right? Because it's not a bill or an advertisement or a junky thing. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. I hope I'm going to remember this because I'm not going to stop and write it down right now. If I forget, you remind me. Now you're hired. You have a job now. I just thought about this. I wonder if I could do friends and subscribers and whatever. And even in my shop, maybe, if I made it good enough, if I could do a Happy Mail service where people could request that I send a Happy Mail package of something, or maybe like the letter that you're talking about as soon as I learn what that is, to someone that they know that needs a Happy Mail. Like, don't request it for yourself and don't just send it to your own family and friends, but request it for someone in need. Friend, family, coworker, any old buddy, right? Or even, here's something I always think about. I spend a lot of time in hospitals and stuff. And something I think about every time I'm there is that I'd like to thank the nurses. I never remember to. But I'd also like to thank the housekeepers. Because I don't think they get enough credit and enough recognition. I don't know if that's true. Maybe they do. But every time the housekeepers come in to my hospital room, I think they make trying to recover so much more pleasant. When your room is re-spiffied it's just lovely. And I don't think they always know or get told how important they are to the whole process. So what if we had a thing where people said, I recently had a hospital stay, please send a happy mail to this place, this group of people, this thingy jobber. I love this idea. I just love this. And I'm sorry that a hospital is your second home. Do you spend a lot of time there too as a patient, or do you work there? Now I'm just nosy. You do not have to answer me, but if you are, since you're here, and if you're ever here again, just know that I am nosy. I like to know and understand all the things. I hope that if you're talking patient-wise, that you get better easily, quickly, every time. That's my wish for you. Oh, goodness sake. All right. I'm getting so close to done with this. Okay. I'm going to try not looking again. I don't know how I feel about this. This seems riskier than just on the paper. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm still mostly seeing where I'm going, because I have that line, so at least tells me if I'm pointed toward the center. Oh, my goodness. I am so sorry to hear that and that you have to deal with that. That is a lot of hospital stays. That is a lot. It sounds like you are just an at-risk person, probably, right? I mean, gosh darn it, don't answer me if you don't want to. I'm asking very private business, but I do know what it's like to have a lot of health garbage, right? I don't worry about it any more than I really need to, and I'm not complaining, because it just is what it is, just whatever. But I do know what it means to be an at-risk person, and to have a lot of stuff to deal with. So know that you are not alone in the planet, and I understand you. I totally get it, man. But I'm kind of loving my idea about a happy meal service. You know why I love it? Totally selfish reasons. Like, not only are there a lot of ideas for ways that could be cool for other people, but on a totally selfish level, I just want to keep making really cool things. And if somebody else on the planet thinks that they're really cool things too and might bring somebody happiness, I mean, all the better. And then I can just keep making more cool things. If you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. So for these dragonfly ones, and in the interest of time, provided I did not lose the black roll of thread, I'm going to do these all in black, because the base of every single one of these is black. I could go gray to go with the paper, because they all also have a silver sheen. So if my black is either missing or running low, I have an option. It is not missing. It is running low though, but so is the gray, actually. So maybe I'll do half and half? Maybe half and half. I do have some leather cording though. Should I do the dragonfly ones in black leather cording? Oh my, I think I'm gonna. Eesh. You try your best. I hear ya. I relate to that because sometimes it's really, really hard to maintain a good attitude, isn't it? Sometimes it's very hard. But art helps. Art just helps so much. 1, 2, 3, chop. All right, let's measure out 6 of these. One, 2, 3. Glitter? Three, 4. Five. Wish I had. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I was gonna say I wish I had some glitter cording, but I don't think I do. But I don't even know if I wish that. I wonder if I would even use it. Kind of goes with these silvery, metally dragonfly thingies, though, doesn't it? All right, 6, 6, 6. 6 cords, 6 covers, 6 signatures, and we're done in a minute. I wonder if I even need to do needle threading. Wait a minute, I'm going to try one without. Because of these larger size holes. Oh, look at that paper shifted. That's not on the fold at all. Good grief, man. That's not good. Hopefully it'll be all right. Oh, I think that would be good too. Just black with silver glitter. Yeah. I'm going to have to ponder that notion because I'm liking the way you're thinking. And I'm not a glitter kind of girl, but I'm wondering if that would look super cool with this particular idea. It certainly would jazz up the look of a simple notebook, right? I mean, I am going for simple notebook, but I'm not going for boring. I don't want to be boring. They have to be nice notebooks. Special notebooks. Well-tied notebooks. There, did I pull that off? Yeah, I think it's kind of loose, but it's going to be all right. Okay. Well, that worked. 1 journal, 1 stack of paper, 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dinner! Two, 3, go in there. Thank you very much. This can be adjusted. That doesn't need to be so long. Okay. Okay, we're looking good. All right, let's see what you're doing over there. I did not read that part. I want to see you inking in glitter pink because I think that's kind of fabulous. So let me make a confession as a girl who is not a glitter girl, right? In general, I am not a glitter girl, but I recently completely fell in love with something that is so over the top glitter. It's hilarious to me. So let me see if I have a example close by. Did I take everything out of this room? I think I did. Okay, so I'll just tell you about it. And if you're here another day, maybe I'll show you an example. So my son, the one who lives upstairs, has recently taken up 3D printing. And it's a filament machine. So he has to buy rolls of plastic filament to do it. Nope. This way. I hope I didn't tie that one upside down. I might have just tied one upside down. Anywho, so he has recently taken up 3D printing. You create things, if you don't know, you create things using meltable plastics that comes on a spool, just like yarn or thread might. And the machine melts it and prints it into your things. Well, there's this company that's kind of a expensive company. It's not one that a beginner, at least, is really going to use very much. But we were looking at their supplies one day thinking, I wonder if it's even worth it. Like, how much better could they be? Why are their prices so high? And we ran into this thing called Fairy Floss. Well, first of all, I have talked about many times how I'm a fairy tale kind of girl. So magical places and magical stories and fairy tales and dragons and, you know, that kind of stuff is, I just love pretend. So first of all, the name Fairy Floss was adorable and hilarious to me. But then, not only is it called Fairy Floss, but it is translucent, so colors go through it. It is multicolored, pink, purple, and sky blue, and it is glitter. So it's shiny, all the super girly colors, and glittery. And it's called Fairy Floss. And I couldn't stand how silly I got when we discovered it. And my son ended up buying me a spool of it for my birthday. Because he was quite amused at how much of a kick I got out of Fairy Floss. So, this person who is not so much a girly girl, still got a kick out of the most girly girl thing I've seen in a long time. Not only girly girl, but 4-year-old in a tutu. Right? Girly. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. I've done a lot of inking with a text marker too. It's actually kind of cool, except I would slip off all the time, and it's not any different. I slip and make messes of my own work all the time. part of the reason I like making these junk journals, art journals, memory books, whatever version I'm making at any given time, because I'm never going to be particularly graceful and in total control of my limbs and my hands and what they do. So it's really nice to have an art where I can make a lot of mistakes and still find ways to make them function. If you know what I mean. I bet you do. I bet you do. If you haven't done it yourself, you've at least seen it, because there aren't really any mistakes in junk journaling. And they're just the happy accidents. It wasn't your plan? Well, it is now. Right? Oh, well, that's all right. That's all right. I'm still excited to see what it is you do and learn about this thing. I am totally going to do this thing and turn it into a feature in my store and see if I can sell Happy Mail. Don't know if I can. We shall see. But other than that, Happy Mail of my own, selling Happy Mail to people who want to thank other people or, you know, cheer up other people or whatever. I mean, I'd rather get Happy Mail than a sympathy card any day, wouldn't you? But then I also like to do a lot of things with donations. So I think that this Happy Mail letter thing of yours, I think it might be a cool outlet for getting to sell a lot of my stuff in some way or another, so I can make a lot of art. I think it might also be a good way to do donations. Like, if you need it sent to, like, St. Jude's, right? They're free, that free healthcare for kids. Always a favorite charity in my book. And what if you said, oh, I was at St. Jude's so such and such a time, this nurse, blah, 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 whatever their name was fabulous and helped my kids so much. Could you please send them a Happy Mail letter? And then I could do it as, hopefully as an income stream, and then say for every 5 mails I sell or 10 mails I sell, then I will do one more in a donation. And donations would go out in order of how I receive them. Requests. I don't know, something like that. Now I'm sitting here thinking out business model stuff with you. Sorry. I just discovered that I did not have an extra cover, that I just forgot a cover. So let's get this last one done. Yeah, it's not a mistake. It's art. I meant to do that. I just love that I can, even if I personally don't like something, I can cover it up at any time and turn it into something that I didn't expect. That part of it's fun. When something didn't turn out the way you want to it, instead of feeling bad about it and you might be upset about it or something, instead of that, just turn it into something you didn't expect. That's why your way of doing it, like, just see what happens. Like, what you have, what you feel like. See what happens. Let the art be its art. That is just fabulous. I actually do that quite a lot myself. Hopefully I don't do it too much for these notebooks, because I would like if I could list these notebooks in my shop to get my shop started without having to list them all separately, because that is a pain in the rump roast. But often, like the journals I make, big journals and junk journals and all kinds of different memory books and stuff, they're always 100% different. Like, each one is completely different than every other one I ever do. So there's no way to mass list them. Hopefully, these little notebooks I don't get too creative with. And I keep them, easy to explain and easy to list. That would be a goal. But I don't know, knowing me, I'll get bored with them being too samey same, and then I'll have to do all kinds of creative things. Defeat my own purpose for these notebooks. That would not surprise me at all. That's just what I do. I actually have done that too. Craft with stuff I get at the hospital. Sure. Yep. And you're right, they do need notebooks all the time. In fact, when I learn what your Happy Mail letter art thingy is, maybe that's how I not exactly copy you, because I don't want to be a copycat, but maybe that's how I utilize your inspiration, is I make notebooks maybe very similar to this, maybe a little smaller so they fit in pockets of scrubs, or they're not taking up too much space on their desk, but maybe this is what I do for the Happy Mail letter art thingy, is small notebooks. I don't know. It's just a thought, just an idea. Anyway, it is time for me to take a break. So I am going to go offline for 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6, for 3 hours. I don't know what time it is in Germany. I don't even know if you want to come back for Whiny Wednesday. But in 3 hours, whatever time it is, I'm going to come back and do Wine With Me Wednesday. And have some wine and do more art. Yep. I see. Yep, I agree. I actually have a lot of, oh, it's midnight? You might be sleeping. Yeah, hopefully you're sleeping. You have a good day too. I'll see you again. Bye. Thanks for hanging out with me.